Hello everybody. This is the vocabulary for Unit 2, Week 2. One of the vocabulary words in this week's selection is arrived. Say that word with me, arrived. If you arrived, you got to where you were going. An example, Aunt Sophie was so happy when we arrived at her house. What do you do after you have arrived at school? So write arrived on one side of your card, label it Unit 2, Week 2. Hit pause as you need to write the definitions. And for this word, I want you to write got to where you were going or came to a place. Arrived. Okay. Another word in our selection is immigrated. Say that word with me. Immigrated. Immigrated means to have come to a new country to live. For example, many people immigrated to the United States from other countries. Why have people immigrated to America? Okay, so on one side of your card, write immigrated. And on the other side, I want you to write to move to a country and live there. Another word in this week's selection is inspected. Say that word with me, inspected. Inspected means to have looked at something closely or carefully. Example, Stacy inspected the pine cone carefully. What is something you have inspected carefully? All right, on one side, let's write inspected. And I want you to write on the other side the definition, looked at closely. Okay, another word in this week's selection is moment. Say that word with me, moment. A moment is a very short amount of time. For example, the match stayed lit for a moment and then it went out. What can you do in a moment? Okay. One side of your card, let's write moment. And on the other side, I want you to write the definition, a short period of time. Okay. Another word in this week's selection is opportunity. Say that word with me, opportunity. An opportunity is a chance for good things to happen. For example, our class had an opportunity or chance to visit the museum. What is another word for opportunity? Okay, so we'll write the word opportunity. And it means a good chance to do something. Another word in this week's selection is photographs. Say that word with me, photographs. Photographs are pictures taken with a camera. Example, I like to look at old family photographs. Why do people take photographs? Okay, let's write photographs on one side. And let's write the definition, pictures made by a camera, on the other side. Okay, another word in this week's selection is valuable. Say that word with me, valuable. Something that is valuable is worth a lot of money or means a lot to someone. Example, the card I made is very valuable to my grandmother. Name something that is valuable to you. Valuable. On one side, and on the other side, write worth a lot of money or means a lot to someone. Okay, the last word in this week's selection is whispered. Say that word with me. Whispered. Whispered means spoken in a very quiet voice. Trudy whispered the plan to Josh so no one else could hear. What is the opposite of whispered? Okay, so write whispered on one side. And let's write the definition. Spoken in a very quiet voice. Whispered. Okay, that was the last word in this week's selection. So until next week, I will see you soon.